Hi, my name is Darren, and our organisation requires new photo ID cards for our team members. But where do I begin? Well, I would start by taking photographs of all of our team. I would then create a card holder list and include the card holder information I want on my cards about each team member. I will then look for a card printing bureau, and once a design is agreed upon, I would email or courier my database and photo file to the bureau. Hopefully I'll only need to do this once, but I may need to split up my file due to file limitation sizes on my email, and hopefully I'll have the formats right. I could also engage a third-party service provider, someone who acts on behalf of the bureau. But either way, I'll still have to overcome the same issues of file formats and email sizes. Welcome to WhosIDcard, the online software tool that makes photo ID card management easy. WhosIDcard is a secure, web-based application, so there is no software to download, and both customers and bureau operators can access their WhosIDcard account from any web browser. This means no more emails, no incorrect file formats, no incorrect photo file sizes, and no hassles. More importantly, it means less time by bureau operators to manage small to medium-sized sales. With WhosIDcard, photo bureaus can also build new sales channels by setting up resellers. Resellers can now offer a photo ID card service to their customers without the need to invest in new printers. And the exciting part is bureaus can build their business anywhere around the globe, anytime. Let's take a quick tour of the user interface for bureaus. Hi, and welcome back. In this section we take a look at the Bureau Administrator functions. As a Bureau Administrator, you have access to all of the elements within your WhosIDcard account. Under Account Administration, you can control and manage access by other Bureau Administrators. You can manage your organisational details, and you can even add your own Bureau logo, so that you can personalise the user interface for your internal users. When setting up resellers, you have to record their organisational details, shipping address, contact information. You also need to set up a sales login for the reseller's sales staff. And you can add a reseller logo, so that when your reseller logs into the application, they see a personalised interface, unique to their brand. One of the most important functions of the administrator is to control access by internal bureau users. And there are two roles. The first role is the print job role, and the second is customer sales. We take a look at these later. Next we take a look at the reseller interface. So let's log on as a reseller. Hi, and welcome back again. In this section we take a quick look at the Bureau reseller interface. As a reseller, you are able to manage all elements of your own customer database. Let's take a look at adding a new template to an existing customer. The Add New Template wizard couldn't be easier. There are 6 quick steps. In step 1, you choose the correct customer. You then choose the orientation of the card and whether or not to choose an organisation logo or add an organisation name to your card. And of course the position, either top or left. And if you've selected logo, you can now upload the logo. As you work through the 6 steps, the wizard does preview the ID card for you, so you can see whether or not you want to make changes. Let's go to step 2. In step 2, you can add card holder information, like whether or not to include a card holder photo on your card, card holder name, and title and position. In step 3, you can include card holder numbers, including your own prefix and starting numbers, and you can elect whether or not you want the card to print that as a number or as a barcode. In step 4, you can add an expiry date for the card template, and then select a card type name to appear in the bottom of the card. In step 5, you can add reverse side text. And in step 6, you can name your card template and save the template for later reference. In the next section, we take a look at adding card holders. In this section, we take a look at adding card holders to customer templates. And with WhosIDcard, this could not be simpler. Both bureau users and reseller sales agents can add card holders to their customers' templates. With WhosIDcard, we give you 3 ways to do this. The first is to add card holders manually. which is really useful when you only have a handful of cards to add. The wizard will guide the operator through the process of adding a name, a title, and uploading a photograph. The second option is to import cardholder CSV files, which again is useful when you've got hundreds or even thousands of cardholders to add to a template. The third option caters for those situations where adding cardholders manually is too time prohibitive, but also the organisation that you're dealing with is unable to pull together a cardholder database. So option 3. This enables you to send a template link to the cardholder or their representative to allow them to add their own personal details and photos to the cardholder template. I want to take you through this process. So I'm going to pretend to be a cardholder, and I've just received an email asking me to add my own photograph and information to the template. When I click on the email link, I'm presented with this screen here, whereby as a potential cardholder I'm instructed that the organisation needs 2 minutes of my time for me to add my information to a cardholder template. So I'll click proceed and add my name and details. When I get to the photo section, I simply upload a photo and use the drag and drop features to position the photo where I want it to be. And I'm presented on the right hand side with a preview of how my photo will look on my ID card. When I'm satisfied, I click continue. I am then presented with a preview of both the front and the back of my ID card, and if I'm happy, I simply click save and close. I can also click back and go and edit any of the information that is editable, which in this case is my name, my own photo, and my title. Coming back to the reseller or the bureau user, once all cards have been added to the system, all they need to do to get them printed is to select the cards from the relevant template and then click Send to Bureau. In the next section we take a look at the bureau printing process. In this final section we take a look at printing cards from a bureau's perspective. A bureau is automatically notified of any new jobs that have been sent to it by a reseller. The print job operator simply opens the job, and they can see all new jobs waiting, jobs in progress, jobs printed but not shipped, jobs shipped, and archived jobs. Under new jobs waiting we can clearly see that we have a new job from a reseller called Demo Copy Center. The customer is Example Limited, and the template is the Permanent Employee template. There's a job number, and we have 2 cards to print. If we double click on the job number, the job opens. The operator can now preview the cards, and when they're satisfied and they've set up their printer, they can print the front of the card, print the back of the card, or print all cards at once. Once all cards are printed and they're satisfied, they can click Print Job Complete. This moves the job into jobs printed but not shipped. They're able to print a job packing slip, and they're able to notify the reseller that the job is now complete and the job is being sent back to wherever the customer wants the job sent to. This could be back to the reseller, or it could be directly to the customer's place of business. There are a number of elements and features that we haven't covered off in this short video. If you need to know more information, please feel free to contact info@WhosIDcard.com. Thank you for watching this video.